So how to just describe contemporary dance? Woo! I've been working on that one for about 15 years. The things that I notice between, I think, contemporary forms and classical forms, one of the main differences I feel is the sense of abstraction. There can be a concept or an idea within contemporary dance that is not narrative-based. It's purely, it can be form, it can be pattern, it can be music, it can be media. The heartbeat of Dayton Dance Initiative is that it is a dancer-led, artist-led organization. It began by one former Dayton Ballet dancer's dream, Jocelyn Green Watson, in which there could be a platform for collaboration between Dayton local dancers. We have the Dayton Ballet, which is a beautiful ballet company, and then we have Dayton Contemporary Dance Company, which is a beautiful Black historic modern dance company. Rarely did they get to be in the same space, collaborate, co-create, cross-pollinate, exchange ideas that are nuanced to their dance culture. So Dayton Ballet dancers, Dayton Contemporary Dance Company dancers, and some dancers from the ballroom world came and collaborated and created around 10 original works in which they all danced together. Their first show is at the PNC Arts Annex in downtown Dayton, and the community gave basically a resounding yes. This is what we want. Dance in the summer.
I've been with DDI for 4 years. It started after I graduated from Wright State University in 2021. This was post-COVID. The year after I graduated, I emailed the Dayton Dance Initiative Gmail. Josie replied and said, "Yeah, join. Would you want to help me with this? And essentially I became DDI's first intern, in addition to a choreographer. I had a feeling that DDI was gonna be this really great place, and from the get-go, that was the feeling. And the way that we work at DDI is extremely collaborative. It's one of our 3 tenets, is collaboration. You kind of know as a dancer going into the process that the choreographers are gonna need help from you to keep things going along. A lot of times the dancers generate movement in the rehearsal process that ends up making it into the piece at the direction of the choreographer.
It was a pleasure putting out our call for artists this year. We had a call for interdisciplinary artists, and we had, over 50 applicants. Karen Maynor, for example, is one of my childhood friends. I saw her application come through, so it was a pleasure. And after getting to know these applicants and then getting to know my dancers, I went very much on sort of intuition and instinct as to who would work well together and then who would slightly challenge the other person, but not too much.
The work I created for Dayton Dance Initiative this past summer was Bolero, which is the composer is Maurice Ravel. It's a very famous piece of music, and I've always wanted to choreograph to it. And the current artistic director of Dayton Dance Initiative, Jennifer Sidor, had remembered a year ago I had told her I'd wanted to choreograph my own Bolero. And she approached me this past summer to see if I would want to do it. And I immediately said yes.
As a writer, I had never gotten to work with another artist on creating something. And I was really drawn to Dayton Dance Initiative's collab because it was so far outside of my normal artistic practice. Getting to create alongside a choreographer, so someone in a completely different discipline than I'm usually working in. Just leaping into the unknown really appealed to me as an amazing way to grow and challenge myself as an artist.
So collaboration, particularly on Bolero, was incredible because it was a genuine collaboration. It was not combative in terms of trying to get a particular idea out there, but it really helped shape the entire work from start to finish.
Right from the get-go, knowing that this was going to be a piece of writing that had to work somehow with choreography. That really changed the way that I wrote. I wrote a lot shorter than I normally do. I was trying to write something that would have a lot of negative space in it so that we would have a ton of flexibility and the ability to shape the narrative around what the choreography was doing. Something that really drew me to DDI is that I'm not a person who comes with, I don't have formal dance training, but I love dance. It's everything. Dance can do anything. It can be classic, it can be experimental, it can represent any experience, any lived human experience, because it's one of the most human activities that we do.
I think that if I can create a place where the dancers feel safe and they love each other, that they're going to get on stage and they're going to believe it with their full body, and then the audience, we feel that. And particularly in the annex, when we're so close, you can feel their breath, you can see the light behind their eyes, you can feel sometimes the body heat coming off them, the sweat. I want the audience to feel lit up inside and inspired. I also want them to feel a sense of hope in the younger generations.
I have spent time away from Dayton. I've spent time freelancing, doing other jobs. DDI is something that I have always made time for. I turn things down so that I can do DDI because it feeds me in a way that no place ever has.
As far as my vision for the future, I want to do one sort of impactful new thing each season. So just incrementally doing one new, slightly varied thing each year is my goal. And again, it's to provide more opportunities for the dancers.
For the future of Dayton Dance Initiative, I think it's both mine and Jen's hope that we can support an ever-growing number of artists. Every year we have more and more interest.